All right, welcome to episode 7 of 94 feet. This dude's wild, man. The reason why we call it 94 feet, that's the length of the court, 94 feet, and we cover everything on the court. And I'm Jay. I got my guy right here.
Yup, legendary Shane, the voice of the people.
Yeah, well,
always right.
He got this legendary
answer,
of the people back.
truth.
I don't know where this came from, but I got a little story for you. So me and Shane went to play basketball yesterday.
Yeah.
And we rarely get to be on the same team, right? But we was on the same team yesterday. And we only lost one game, which is good. But the thing that I was most impressed with was our defense.
Bro.
I thought our defense was crazy. Like, rotations, I thought the defense was wild. Bro. Remember, I was telling you about that steal that you got. Where I rotate. I don't remember what all happened, but I know I was shocked in the moment when you actually went and got that steal. Because I rotated over and then you rotated down and got the steal, and I was just like,
cookies
oh,
right there.
Shoot. I was like, cookies, let's go drink the milk. We out.
Bro, we had 7 steals each, bro.
Yeah, bro. We had plenty. Yeah.
On ball steals.
Yeah. That reminded me. Me and my
pass
guy.
lane steals.
Me and my guy Barry used to do this. It's like an offense. You got to move like the 10-me or something. Yeah. We used to have a defensive move, right?
Yeah.
So what we used to do if a guy coming down, right, or girl, it don't matter. We did not discriminate. So they'd come. So what I would do is lunge at the ball if Barry's on the right side. I would lunge at the ball if the ball is in the right hand, and then they have to switch to the left. And Barry got it. We out to the races.
Yeah.
We used to do that. It worked on fast breaks. It was 100% of the time, but on slow, half court, it worked maybe 90%. It was crazy. I used to be like, "Hey Barry, it's your steal," and then lunge at the ball, or he'd be like, "Hey, it's your steal." He'd lunge at the ball.
It's over.
When you go to that next, it was this one dude though. That
he was able to figure it out.
It didn't work.
The ball not paused. The ball not in either hand.
Listen, this is what he did. I'm like, I didn't tap him. I looked at Barry because he was coming down, and I looked at him. Pause. I looked at Barry. I'm like, all right. I'm like, here you go, Barry. And then I lunge at the ball before I lunge at the ball. Pause. He dribbled it. But he patted too, though. So soon as he hit it, he pat with the left hand.
Oh, one of them Kyrie kind of dribbles where he just
Kyrie, he cross poop right. I was just like, oh shit,
yeah, we in trouble.
We in trouble. We didn't get that one. We didn't get that one.
Really quick, while you talking about yesterday, it was a cold move that Jay did yesterday.
Oh man,
and so for some reason, I wasn't trying to be number one in the offense. You got Jay there. And so, but for some reason, we both kept getting double team. If I'm in the paint, I got double team.
Yep.
A lot of situations, you got double team, but it was a cold move. And they knew you wasn't passing the ball. They knew you weren't passing the ball. So they kind of sent a little bit of a help. And you split the defense and threw it between the legs, pause from behind.
Yeah.
And then still finish a contact layup. And I was like, nah, that was it.
I appreciate
Did you plan that move? Because it looked so smooth because you had to split it. And you just...
Yeah, because I knew what was going to happen. Because, and I'm not trying to brag, but sometimes I get double teamed a lot. I get double teamed a lot. Sometimes, not all the time. I get double teamed a lot. So I already knew what type of, move I was going to do before. As soon as I was at the top of the key. And I wasn't passing it either. Yeah. Because, was that game point? No, I don't think it was game point. I don't think it was game point, but I just saw that coverage.
Yeah,
a lot of times I knew what to do, and that dribble between the legs through two different. That's like an old move.
Yeah,
man.
it was a tight spot because I was also on the wing. You came to the elbow, the right elbow, and I was behind you to some degree. So I'm like. Really, if my man wanted to help off, you on a triple team now.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't my man that helped off on that double team.
Yeah.
So you gotta put yourself in a triple team spot. And I was like, I didn't even call for it because I was like, nah, he got his mind made up. He know where he want to go with this. He know he want to go with this.
No,
I wasn't mad at it.
I read that like before I even. As soon as I turned around, because I had to turn around and I looked, it's just kind of like, and I'm not trying to be cocky or brag or anything, but it's just like that. Move. You ever seen the movie Equalizer?
Yeah.
Where he like go in and set the time, and then he just in his mind he just see what he.
Yeah.
It was just like, yep. As soon as I come around, I'm like, okay, go that way, dribble through. And I didn't know about the contact, though. I thought that I was going to be free, but I didn't think he was going to jump. Mm-hmm. But he jumped, bumped him, and won. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I appreciate that, though.
I had to shout you out for that.
Yeah, appreciate that. So let's go ahead and start this start bench
Let's get into it.
So we got an old start bench cut, and we got a current start bench cut. So I'm going to start with my old start bench cut. Okay. I don't know how it's kind of like half and half though, but so I got Dwayne Wade, James Harden, and Allen Iverson. Who are you gonna start, bench, and cut?
Are we doing this skill level or are we doing this career? Because Wade got 3 rings. The other guys don't have any. Just skill level.
We gotta do skill level.
Yeah, because I'm like the rings.
Everybody else the playing field.
Yeah,
everybody else the playing field. Because obviously. Wade got 3.
Yeah, so it's like that's the little bit of an edge. But skill wise, all right, we doing a timer on this to defend my case.
Yeah. You got 1 minute.
All right.
Let's see here. He got 1 minute.
All right, so here we go. Right off the bat, I'm starting AI. Starting AI because that's AI. Tough. I feel like if you give AI the Rockets team in 2016, I think AI puts up those similar numbers because he was doing that 2000
with the same assist.
Probably not the same assist, but I feel like they would have had they would have won more games. All right.
Yeah.
People not gonna like me with this one right here. I had to I started thinking I'm benching. I got 25 seconds left. Wade is on the bench. Harden,
you gonna cut Harden?
Is getting cut because he wasn't as much of a winner. And I'm not talking about rings or anything, but I feel like Wade locked in defensively more than James Harden did.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say start AI, bench Wade, cut Harden. Boom,
Bingo,
time right on the dot.
Yep, dope. Yeah. Okay, so what's your? Give me one. All
right, we going old school with this one, right? All right, old school on this one. We got Dirk Nowitzki. We got Kevin Garnett. You know who I'm going with the last one. Tim Duncan.
Oh, this was the easy one. I had one of these.
Not rings wise.
I know. This is the easy one. I don't need a minute for this one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start Tim Duncan because both on offense and defense he was a monster. I mean, he was Mr. Fundamental. And then for who I'm benching Dirk.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm benching Dirk, though, let me tell you why I'm benching Dirk. Offensively, that dude, man.
Yeah.
That dude is he the reason why you see all these, the shot that all these one leg shots. That's Dirk right there. That's that impact on the culture right there. And KG, I mean, that's one of them greats that you look at his numbers and they ain't really numbering like that. He never averaged over 25 points a game.
Really?
Never averaged over 25 points a game.
I actually never paid attention to his stats.
24 was his highest ever.
Yeah.
I mean, he is.
He was dropping like 14 rebounds a game too with that.
Yeah, but rebounds is.
When's the last time you seen a 24-14?
I mean, rebounds is a little overrated to me, man. I mean, you got to think back in that era, the guards couldn't even go get a rebound.
Yeah, that's
it was all the big man to go get the rebound. So
that's valid.
I mean, rebounds is cool, but I ain't really, So that's me. So I got. We starting Timmy because I don't know, man. That dude, silent assassin, bench Dirk, and we cutting KG. I like KG energy, but nah. So my current is so you start with your current first.
Current? All right, so here we go. Donovan Mitchell. De'Aaron Fox.
Okay.
Or Ant Edwards.
Okay, so Donovan Mitchell, D Fox,
or Ant-Man.
So I'm starting Ant Edwards. I think his potential is through the roof. I think, and he's on the big. He's on both offensive and defensive side of the ball. I'm a bench Fox because Fox got that killer instinct. He's not so much on the defensive end, but
Mitch dropped 70.
Yeah. That's going to explain my point when I come to next. Why I'm cutting him. But I mean, Mr. Clutch Player of the Year, like that dude can ball, man.
Yeah.
Like, and he got that killer instinct. Donovan Mitchell, the reason why I'm cutting him is he just all offense, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna get De'Aaron Fox he can play like the passing lane and stuff sometimes, you know. But D Mitch, he just literally all defense. So
that's valid.
Or all offense.
I know what you meant.
All offense.
Good one.
So my current start bench cut is Zach LaVine.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
And Donovan Mitchell. Timer starts now.
This is an easy one. This is an easy one. I'm starting. Hey, actually ain't that easy. I said, this is easy. And I started thinking, I'm like, all right, who did he say again?
Yep, LaVine, Jaylen Brown, and Donovan Mitchell.
All right, I'm going to go reverse order on this. I'm cutting Zach LaVine. I love Zach LaVine, man. Like, I really do appreciate Zach LaVine. But I'm cutting him. And I'm benching Brown. I'm benching Jaylen Brown, and I'm starting Mitchell.
And why are you starting Mitchell?
Because I feel like if you put Mitchell as Jason Tatum's second, I think they win. They win. They beat the Heat that series. I think you have Donovan Mitchell as your second base, but because Donovan Mitchell never been a second best player on the team. If you put him with that Celtics team, they win. And I don't think Zach LaVine or anybody else or Jaylen Brown gets it done.
And that's time. I think you tripped on that one.
Bro,
listen. Donovan Mitchell is not a 2. He is not a 2.
But I'm saying,
and once you put him on that Celtics team, he's gonna get the shots as the number 1. Tatum ain't gonna be Tatum.
I don't know, bro.
I'm telling you, Donovan Mitchell can't play it back.
Donovan Mitchell actually had Rudy Gobert making an All-Star team, looking better than what he was. Like, I think he can make somebody look good. If he can make Rudy look good, because I think Rudy averaged more points when he was with the Jazz. I could be wrong, but I think if Donovan Mitchell can make that Utah Jazz team, make the playoffs, I think he can help the Celtics out.
But the thing is, it's like, okay, Rudy Gobert, right? He is a big man.
Mm-hmm. You talking about the complimentary big man versus the guard?
Versus a guard. Them is
understandable.
Essentially like guards, you know.
In a sense,
Tatum is a guard. He need to put it up. Tatum needed,
but Jaylen Brown does too. I think Tatum probably only shoots like 3 more shots a game than Brown.
Yeah, but Jaylen Brown can play some defense. Donovan Mitchell ain't playing no defense.
Understandable, man. But you got Drew Holiday for that. Like, you don't need him
now.
And,
I thought
and
you
White.
were talking about
I'm just saying overall.
Yeah.
I think D Mitch is better than Jaylen Brown. I think you put Jaylen Brown on the Cavs, that Jazz team or the Cavs team. Really, I think he's a better player. Maybe it may not work as well with the Celtics system, but I do feel like Donovan Mitchell is a better player than Jaylen Brown. Is it very close?
What does he do? What does Donovan Mitchell do better than Jaylen Brown? I can tell you that Jaylen Brown's defense is better than Donovan Mitchell.
Understandable. This is where
Donovan Mitchell, I think, scores. He's more of a volume scorer. Mm-hmm. He's more of I need 50 shots, you know?
Yeah, that's true. But the thing I would say about Jaylen Brown is that we haven't been able to see him lead a team. So we don't know what kind of leader he'll be because he's not a super vocal guy. Like Jason Tatum, the Celtics is Jason Tatum's team,
I can
right?
feel that.
So we never seen Brown in a situation besides his rookie year before Tatum got there have to be that number 1 guy. So I can't really say anything about Jaylen Brown, but what I will say is this. So I bet there's a lot of times I took like the under on Donovan Mitchell's assist line, and he killed my ticket because he went over on assists.
Yeah.
Or I took him for his points, and he just came out wanting to pass more that night. Not shooting bad, just passing more. So I'm like, oh man, like he can get his team in great positions. Like he will pass the ball. Tatum having an offense around him that he has, I would think he would be able to average a little bit more assists.
Yeah.
Just for the simple fact that like the Cavs have Garland, and his role is to pass the ball, and Donovan Mitchell is still putting up more assists as the number one scoring option, whereas Jaylen Brown, he can pass it to Jason Tatum. He can pass it to Porzingis now, and even his assists this year don't look great, or even like catch Horford in the corner, or Marcus. Like his assists, like you look at his play style, he's not looking to get other people involved as much as Donovan Mitchell is.
I can feel that, but I think the only way that the Cavs get further is they need to get rid of Donovan Mitchell. I think Donovan Mitchell is in the way of Darius Garland. The same way that James Harden was in the way of Tyrese Maxey. I'm not saying Darius Garland is as good as Maxey. I mean...
But I get what you're saying, though.
But
I do understand that.
I think Donovan Mitchell is just in the way of Darius Garland. And that team actually going high. Yes, would I like Donovan Mitchell on my team? Absolutely. That dude is a bucket. But I need him on a team that's just, hey, you get a bucket. Not trying to be the number one option. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. But the champs in-season tournament, the Lakers, man. The Lakers, how you feel about that, man?
Bro, first I'm hurt because the Bucks didn't make it. We lost to Indiana. Them boys like to run, man. And the thing about us as the Bucks this year, we're too unorganized to beat that team. Like even though,
lazy, man.
That's the thing. We're too lazy to beat this team, and they're young.
Yeah,
they got something to prove. And Giannis, I saw his press game conference. And he made a great point. He was like, everybody wants to play their best against us because of the acquisitions. Like because of who we are, people are going to show up to play.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. I don't know if you remember back when the Laker team got Nash and Dwight Howard, but then they just weren't good. Like on paper they were, on 2K they were. But in the game they weren't, because everybody's like, all right, we're going to play our best basketball against you. Nobody's going to fold. And so the Bucks got eliminated. But then going to the finals, before we even get there, Pelicans were a huge disappointment.
Yeah,
they didn't even put up a fight.
I don't know how they beat the Kings, man.
I don't either. That team, that's a team I don't even bet on. I don't bet on any players, man. Like I don't bet on anybody. I won't bet on Ingram. I won't bet on Zion. I don't care if it's
funny.
I don't bet on nothing, bro. And the last time is because they burnt me, so I just leave them alone. I'm disappointed on how they didn't even put up a fight against the Lakers.
That, man, they burnt you. You gotta pause that.
You're right. Pause on that.
Man. You gotta pause.
They killed my ticket.
There you go. Say something else.
Yeah, I just don't trust that team, man. They're a different team every night.
Yeah.
Every night they play differently. Like,
yeah.
And so going to the finals, you got the Pacers, you got the Lakers. I didn't even watch it, bro. Like at first I was kind of busy, but I keep looking at the score, and then it's just one of those games. I feel like Braun doesn't really lose close games, and I saw that they had the lead, and it was somewhat close, like the whole entire game. It's like Braun is not going to lose this. The media are not going to want Braun to lose this. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. I just didn't even tune in.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I watched a little bit of it. But after I saw the first quarter, I saw how that went. I saw Brian energy. I saw how they was bottling up Halliburton. Like, I'm like, this is over. Yeah. It was over before it even after the first quarter. I think they ran off. First, I saw Buddy Hield hit that first three. I'm like, okay, we got a game.
And he did nothing else.
Nothing else.
Absolutely nothing else, bro.
Man. And then Tyrese didn't really you can just tell he didn't have that impact on the game. I mean, he finished with 20 and 11, but it was like...
Not every 20 and 11 looks the same.
Exactly, exactly. I knew it was over after the first quarter, so I didn't... I didn't watch it until the fourth quarter again.
Yeah.
But because I already knew the outcome of it, and... but what do you think about... What do you think about... are you giving him that 5th championship ring?
Oh, LeBron?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what check me out. There's a lot of people saying, he got his 5th ring.
Yo.
Let's kid you
the
not.
GOAT.
Listen, there's a lot of people saying he got that 50.
Nah, bro.
They trying to Kobe him, right?
You ain't go through it.
They trying to give me Kobe.
Bro, I saw something crazy, and they was like Braun. They put Braun numbers up, and they were like Jordan tonight: 0 points, 0 rebounds. He's like, they said Jordan never won an in-season tournament.
Right.
And I was like,
crazy,
yo, you got to get him out of here.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. But nah, man, I'm not giving him that.
You know
ring.
what's crazy though?
Absolutely
it's like
not.
he won that MVP, right?
Yeah. AD dropped 40-20. I was disappointed in the
check me
NBA,
out.
bro.
Everybody was saying when I said that. Everybody was telling me on Twitter, they like, yeah, but it's not one game, and I'm just like,
For man, drop a 40-20.
AD is averaging during the in-season tournament 28 and 15 rebounds, 16 rebounds, something crazy like that, with like 5 assists or 4 assists. LeBron was averaging 28, but like 7 and 6, and I'm like, even if you go by that, AD still deserved to get the joint.
Bro, the NBA will not let anybody win MVP
as long
over Bron, bro. Like
they ain't gonna do no Curry stuff like that.
Yeah, they're not gonna do it to Bron. Like I just find it so crazy, like that he won. I saw that and I said, "Come on now, like." There's no way. Like NBA not gonna allow that. Nah. LeBron not gonna allow that. Like, but if I was AD, I'm mad. Hey, I'm happy he won an in-season tournament.
The 40 and 20 in the closeout game. Come on, man.
Yeah, if I put up a 40-20 in the close, and you know he played defense too. Like you know he played defense because Turner. Because like Turner got shut down, but Turner had a great game against the Bucks, but had a horrible game. So you know AD was locking him up, which is huge because that's Tyrese Halliburton's best pick and roll guy. So you know that pick and roll wasn't effective because of AD taking Turner out.
Yep.
And so that means he played great defense on Halliburton as well.
Both. So he had two. He had Halliburton and Turner.
Exactly. So I'm like, man, the way he affected the game, and the NBA saw that and said, so? So?
Man, that was messed up. But, I mean,
no way.
It's the season. That's the league, man. That's
the
league. Now, speaking of the Lakers, we got the Lakers. So which one of these teams do you think is going to make the playoffs? Okay. Because 2 of them can make the playoffs, but 2 of them ain't. Yeah. Or who can turn it around? Like, who do you have faith? So we got the Lakers, Warriors, Clippers, and the Suns. All right. The Lakers are the only one in the they're the top 5th seed right now. Yeah.
All right, so you got Warriors, Lakers, Clippers, and Suns.
It's only 2 that can make it.
Only 2. Yeah, I feel like possibly maybe depending on, I can't remember who else is in that little play-in area, but I know for sure, without a doubt, one of them not making it.
Yeah.
Warriors, Clippers, Suns, Lakers. All right, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say Lakers gonna make it. Just because the NBA is not going to allow LeBron to not make it, like they just not. Especially if he wins the in-season tournament, they're definitely definitely not going. I feel the league was shut down. Like they will find some new virus to shut the league down before Bron doesn't make the playoff again. They're like, all right, no, that's not happening. So you can already count the Lakers spot. Suns, all right. The Suns, the reason why it's a bit scary, right?
Yeah.
Is because, first of all, they have absolutely no defense. They're relying on a 35-year-old man to lead the team with no muscles. No muscles, no brush. They're relying on KD to lead the team.
No brush is crazy.
And then Bill and Booker are just playing tag team. Like, all right, you got the next game?
Yeah.
All right, I'll play this game. Who going to help KD out tonight? Man. And it just... I don't see that working in the long run. Like, obviously, they went on a 7-game losing streak, but now you see they're back in the play-in spot. So, the Suns, I don't know, man. Because if it goes down to the Warriors and now the Clippers, honestly, I feel like Kawhi Leonard, a healthy Kawhi Leonard, if he can play all year, I don't see Kawhi Leonard not making the playoffs.
He just hit 41.
He's not making the playoffs. Like Kawhi Leonard is a winner. Yeah. Like he's a winner. If he's healthy, he's a winner.
But James Harden is on his team.
James Harden, but they're turning things around, and they got the GOAT.
Yeah,
as May said, they got the GOAT. They got PG. They got Paul George.
I think they're on a 3-game win streak.
Yeah, they looking good right now.
Clippers looking good right now.
So now I really think it's out of the Suns and the Warriors, because I think 3 of them might make it. I don't know what the standings look like right now.
Yeah,
but honestly, I think the Warriors might be cooked, bro.
I think I was looking at that Lakers game though. They got a lot of wings that can defend, man.
Who, the Warriors?
The Lakers, man.
Yeah,
they got Cam Reddish.
They gonna make the playoffs. No play in.
If AR coming off the bench doing that, come on, man.
Yeah.
But then you got Vando off the bench. That dude can defend, man. They got a lot of wing defenders that can. They got.
Was he on Halliburton last night? I didn't see.
For a little bit, they didn't like.
Who was guarding him then?
Who?
Like, who was the primary defender on Hallie?
Cam.
Cam is a good defender too. Yeah,
Cam,
you're right.
Cam. They had Cam on him for a lot of the. But again, I didn't watch the second and third quarter.
Yeah.
I only watched the fourth. But yeah, they had Vando on them for a little bit. They had Cam on him. But I mean, once he was getting off, you know how the Bucks do that drop in the cup?
Yeah.
Lakers not doing that, man. They got Anthony Davis. Yeah. He can be up, but not be up.
Exactly. He can move his feet faster than Brook Lopez can.
So
like
it's
Brook
like,
Lopez can't slide.
It was a rhythm thing with. I think it's a rhythm thing with Tyrese. Speaking of Tyrese, you think he? Okay, so I asked this question. Do you think it's a Linsanity type thing right now, or do you think he's legit?
Halliburton, if it's like a not like a fluke, but like he's not as good. He's in a hot
he's in a hot stretch right now, and then he just kind of fizzle off, kind of like Jeremy. I don't think he's gonna have that Jeremy Lin like
the drop off like that, but he's gonna turn to a normal
Tyrese.
No, I think he's a superstar in the making.
You think he's what he's putting out?
I think he is. Okay. Because Linsanity, that it came and it went.
Yeah. It was like a month.
Yeah, exactly. He was just doing crazy things, and it just wasn't working anymore. But Halliburton, you got to remember, he made the All-Star team last year. So they already saw, and then they paid him. And usually when you pay a player that much, that young, at 23 years old, you see something too. Like, it was a reason why Linsanity didn't get contracts and all that. Because it was like, all right, I think the management saw Linsanity moments and was like, hey, he ain't even supposed to be doing this. Like,
right.
It's great while we're in the season right now, but he's not a long-term person to do that. If you pay Tyrese the kind of money that they paid him, and he's already coming off an All-Star selection, then I don't see it being, this is just a phase. This might just be him going into who he actually is, because you think about it, he was, I think, drafted like 12th or 13th. So scouting, you already saw he was good to put him at the top in the first round. Then the Pacers traded for this guy and was like, hey, we want him.
Yeah.
There's something we saw in him. He made the All-Star team. We're going to pay him big money, and he's doing what his paycheck, he's amounting to it. I think he's a real deal.
Okay.
I think
I don't know yet. I mean, I haven't seen.
You got to know. You got to give your answer right now.
Listen, if I had to pick right now, I don't think he's as good as he's been playing, because how he's been playing, like 30. He's averaged just this past week. He's averaging 30 and 15. I don't know, man. But again,
valid
regular season versus the playoffs. Are they going to be able to run like that in those playoffs? Nah.
But
once he does it in the I got to see somebody in the playoffs. When that pressure is on, regular season is just like just another night.
But I think that's why the in-season tournament was good, though, because it showed him a small glimpse into what he could look like under pressure. Because you think about it, every game he's ever played in the NBA has been pressure-free, in a sense, unless he just got traded to a team, so he's trying to prove something.
Yeah.
But all these were like pressure situations. Why? Because the teams that he knocked off in the East were the teams that should show up in these pressure situations, that will be there or should be there at the end of the line in the playoffs. Like, knocked off the Celtics. It had Drew Holiday looking crazy. Like, where was Drew Holiday's map? Because there was a couple of plays where Holiday just looked like, where is he?
Yeah.
And didn't do anything offensively. So he beat the Bucks, he beat the Celtics, right? And so these are situations where it's like, hey, the pressure is now on you. These weren't pressure-free games. It's an in-season tournament, but it's the first one. So you got to set the table.
I mean, you got to think. He beat the Celtics. That's impressive.
Yep.
Triple-double.
Yep. Triple-double on the Celtics, bro.
Right? Triple-double on the Celtics, right?
No turnovers.
No turnovers. He beat the Bucks.
No turnovers.
Which the Bucks still, they still figure stuff out.
No turnovers.
But what did he do on the biggest game of his career?
The crazy thing is,
he had actually did turnovers. Listen, he had 2 turnovers in the first 2 minutes.
True. All right.
He had 0 turnovers. He had to figure it out, right? 2 games.
Understandable.
So that pressure got. I don't know.
I think it's the Braun effect too. I think people can get a little intimidated playing Braun. Like I think Braun has caused so many heartbreaks in people's lives.
And what you saying that right there shows me he's not who he.
But he didn't play bad. Look, he put up a 20 and 11, right? You know what was really bad? All right, he had 11 assists, 3 turnovers. That's a great game for a lot of people. 20 and 11.
I agree.
Is people's like, oh, that's what we expect.
Not as hot as he did what he did to the Celtics.
He was defended differently, right? He was defended in a certain way. So think about it. I think he shot like 7 for 12, which isn't bad. He wasn't out there missing shots. He just wasn't able to shoot as much because of the defense that was on him. But he set his guys up. Buddy Hield, I think, shot like 3 for 11. Bruce Brown shot like 2 for 9. Mm-hmm. Miles Turner, I think all of these guys shot under 50%. That means he's getting them in the right position. They're just not making them.
He's averaging 30 points in the in-season tournament. He only had 20.
But he didn't have a bad game.
That's 10 less points than what you're averaging.
Understandable.
This is Joel Embiid right now.
Nah, because Joel Embiid, when he has those bad games, he's shooting 40% from the field. And he's not having impacts in other places. He's usually, look, he's a team leader. And he has a lower field goal percentage than the rest of his team, right?
Yeah.
Tyrese had the highest field goal percentage on the team. Obviously had the most assists.
Yeah.
3 turnovers, that's an average guard kind of thing. We're getting mad at Tyrese for having 3 turnovers when point guards are doing that every night.
No, I definitely understand.
I don't think he played bad. He played against a team that won, which is a better team. The Lakers are better. The Celtics, Lakers, and Bucks are a better team than the Pacers, and he held his own. Against all of them.
I think his stat line. I think where he's at yesterday is probably where he's. Well, I give him maybe like 23 and like 11 assists.
I think he's finished the season averaging 25.
I don't see.
Because he's not going to have to play the Lakers every single night. And the Lakers were just a better team. Their Cinderella story came to an end, but it wasn't because he couldn't lead his team.
Yeah.
He did all he can. If you can't control Bruce Brown shooting 2 for 9, you're putting him in positions. Because Bruce Brown is not the type to just dribble and go try to get a bucket himself. So if he shot 9 times, they were probably dimes to him that he just couldn't capitalize on.
Yeah.
Or that's what I'm saying. I think he's the real deal. Is he going to average 30 and 15? No, but nobody is. But will he average 25 and 12? I think so.
Okay. I mean, the jury's still out. I need to see him in the playoffs when it's like actual pressure. Like these is like single game eliminations. Like
still pressure.
You still have to pressure is going to Milwaukee, and you got to beat Milwaukee you got to do what you did 4 times.
That's understandable.
That's pressure.
But
doing it 1 game or doing it 4 games.
True, but you asked if it was a Linsanity moment or is he the real deal?
Well, we'll see.
I'm saying he's the real deal. He's not a fluke. Will he average 30 and 15? No, but he is not a fluke.
Okay. I don't know yet. I like him. I think he's tough, and he did the Dame time, and I think he was humble. You see his post.
Dame is gonna go at him next game, though.
Wednesday. I can't wait for that one.
And it's in Milwaukee.
It's Wednesday.
That gets me so excited. That gets me so excited because it's not like you got to really mark your calendars for like sometime in February.
Nope. And that's their first game back from what you call it.
I'm taking the over on Dame. I'm taking the over on Dame.
Got to.
I'm taking the over on him. But the crazy thing, and this is my one knock.
He ain't gonna be drunk either.
Yeah, we can go to the next subject on it. But the reason why I'll always take like the 2000s game over this is because Halliburton will not be guarding Dame. Dame may guard him. Dame is going to have to guard him more than I see Tyrese on Dame.
Yeah, I can see that.
Whoever is...
They're going to put Bruce Brown on Dame.
And I feel sorry for Bruce because Bruce, here we go. Bruce, I'm sorry. that Tyrese put you in this position, man. I'm sorry that he put, like, it be your own man. It's like Bruce Brown, like, hey, why you had to go ahead and do that, bro? Like, you ain't even got to guard him. Like, why would you put me in this position? Like, if I'm Tyrese, every time he gets a bucket on me, I'm looking at him like this. Like, I'm looking at him like, this is your fault right here. What I'm going to do is I'm not even going to guard him.
That's funny.
I'm going to say, no, you go get him.
That's funny.
Coach, tell him.
So you said the Lakers and the Clippers is going to get in.
I think Kawhi will find a way. Like, even with the negative, like, anchor of James Harden being on the team, I don't think Kawhi misses the playoffs. Like, has he ever missed the playoffs, like, healthy? I don't think he's ever. He has, like, one of the highest winning percentages of all time. Like, he's not a loser. Even as much as James Harden's a loser, he's not a loser.
You say he is not going to let the Clippers not make the playoffs when healthy. Do you think he's the leader of that team, or do you think it's PG? That's probably averaging the most. I didn't look, but I'm thinking he's averaging the most.
Yeah. I think, this is what I think, right? Is PG or Kawhi the leader of the team? I think regular season, PG is the leader of the team. Playoffs, I think it's Kawhi. I think it's hard to say who's the leader, but I think PG right now is keeping them in the first three quarters, and then Kawhi comes out and kind of like finish it a little bit, which you can say, oh, he's the team leader. He's the one that's finishing the game.
Yeah. PG but just hit a game winner, though.
Exactly. So I'm like, I think PG is the type of player that's like, I mean, Kawhi, because he's not really an outspoken kind of guy.
Yeah.
But I think PG, at this time in his life, I think all the criticism, all the, like, talk about him getting to go, I think he like, hey, I'm going to be the GOAT. Like, I'm going to play like it. Like, so I think we're seeing a different version of PG as far as, like, I think he wants it more. I think he wants to be that guy more than I ever see him want to be that guy, except for when he was with the Pacers. This is the most I've seen him locked in wanting to be that guy.
Yeah.
Because he always kind of considered like himself even to be like Robin to Kawhi's Batman.
Yeah.
But the way he's playing this year, he's not playing like Robin. Like he's playing like Batman. But I think ultimately down the line, it will transition to where PG goes to that Robin role and Kawhi in the playoffs. But I think right now, regular season, I think PG is the leader.
And I think what they do have is like, I think with the Bucks too, they have like an identity crisis.
Yeah.
You don't know who's the leader. Mm-hmm. If I had to guess who the leader, I'm picking James Harden, honestly, because James Harden controls that offense. He has that usage rate, and he controls the whole offense. I think it depends on who's on the court, but I wouldn't say PG is the leader, man.
I think regular
Harden,
season PG.
Harden is that I am the system. Let me control the game type deal. So I don't think he should be the leader, but he forces himself to be the leader. He forces himself to be in that seat, and everybody else got to deal with it because nobody else is going to say anything.
But that's his. Just because it's his position, I don't think it. I think PG was the first one to figure out this team, and have they fully figured it out? No, but I think PG was the first person to start getting them the wins. Like it wasn't Kawhi because I was betting on Kawhi and I was losing, and so
I would never
whenever people. Yeah, I stopped. I absolutely stopped because you don't know who's going to be the guy. Because I looked at the stat line yesterday and I saw, was it yesterday or the day before? The day before, Kawhi had like 30-something and it was like third quarter at that point. I think he had 30-something. And I looked and I saw PG was like 10. And I was like, man, PG having one of them 1 for 10 nights. Yeah. But he actually wasn't even shooting under 50%. He just wasn't shooting. Yeah. He was just like, all right, Kawhi's hot. We just going to go to him. And I was like, yeah, I'm never betting on this team. Because it'd be different if PG had a bad game, but he still was taking the shots. But like they're a different team every night.
I think it would be 100% different if James Harden wasn't there controlling the ball. He controls. Yeah. I mean, I was watching him the other day, and he literally controls the ball. He does. One thing that he try to make plays for them. Yeah. And it's just like. They're PG and Kawhi. You don't need to make plays for them all the time.
Exactly. Like they can just get the ball and do whatever.
Overdoes it sometimes, And I'm just like, nah, man.
Yeah. I think PG regular season Kawhi. But I get what you're saying with the James Harden. I just think
he just pushes himself. He forces he's forcing himself to be in that seat.
How you know PG not saying, hey, get in that seat, bro, because I need you to be.
Well, then he ain't the leader there.
It's PG.
No, PG.
No, PG saying, "Hey, set us up."
Somebody else be
no, PG saying, "Hey, you the point guard, set us up. Get me the ball."
Nah,
because I'm taking all the shots. He taking all the shots. He's the leader, bro.
I don't see PG as the leader, bro. Man.
Who took the game-winning shot?
He's averaging the most, but I don't think he's.
Who took the game-winning shot?
Yeah, it don't matter, man. It was again, that was the victim of the circumstance where they was at.
Who got the rebound?
And PG,
Russ got the rebound. Who he passed it to? The team leader.
The only person that was open right there.
It's a rebound. Everybody open. It's an open rebound.
Yeah, I mean,
he said,
PG
hey,
was
PG.
right there. PG was right there.
I'm giving it to
I don't know, man.
Pause.
I
I'm giving it to PG. Pass him the ball. He's a GOAT. He's a GOAT. Hey, where did that all come from, man? PG catching strays because somebody just randomly called him the GOAT, and then now it's a whole following behind it.
It's literally a lot of young people that's saying this dude is the GOAT, and I'm like,
because he never said it, but he getting all this like slack for it. He's like, I ain't never said it.
Yeah, and he know he not
catching
the GOAT,
straight.
though.
He knows, but like he catching all the strays for it.
Yeah, but guess who come back? John Morant come back in about 5 games.
That's gonna be fun.
How you think the Grizzlies make the playoffs? I think the Grizzlies make the playoffs, man. That's why I think
playoffs or the play-in.
Play-in.
Yeah, I think they make the play-in because everybody sucks over there. Pause. Like everybody trash. Everybody's so trash. They like the Jazz. I think are the one spot ahead of them.
Yeah.
Jazz and Warriors are the only 2 spots, and I'm like, for sure the Jazz not gonna make no noise. And then one of those, I think Rockets gonna get pushed out of it. That play-in spot. They look good, but I feel like a healthy John Morant beats that Rockets.
Yeah,
team.
I agree with that one.
Do I want it to happen? No, because I don't really like the Grizzlies.
I think Ja is that good, that box office, that he's gonna come in, and what he's gonna do is turn that team around. Not like, they're gonna go on a 10-game win streak, but I got him going. I got them in the play-in, man. I think Ja is that good. He makes everybody else look good, man. Not his name, Desmond Bane, right? Mm-hmm. That dude been balling, man. He's only gonna get better if he continue to do that, and then Ja go do what he got to do. Come on, man.
Nah, they're not making it, bro.
Nah, they gonna.
I just looked at it. They're not making it.
What is it looking like?
Oh, never mind. The Pelicans. See, the Pelicans, man. They one of them teams that you just don't know. Because I actually think the Rockets might make. I think the Rockets.
Going nowhere.
I think that's gonna be the team that get pushed out, not the Rockets. But that means there's only one. Nah, bro.
Nah, they gonna make.
All right, you got Warriors, the Grizzlies to make it.
Listen, the Warriors is done. I think everybody need to get off this Warriors train right now. Get off of it right now. They got hope right now. It's not gonna work, man. I do love Curry. I think he's.
Then who's more of a game changer, John Morant to the Grizzlies or Curry with the Warriors? Do you think Curry can get the Warriors in that play-in spot, or do you think Ja comes back and then go from 4 games down to get in that spot before?
I don't think it's with Curry and Ja.
So you think there's a team around him?
I think it's the second player.
Nah, they're not making it, bro.
Klay Thompson or Desmond Bane. Desmond been balling.
He's been balling.
Klay still got that contract issue over there. That dude is disgruntled, man.
Yeah, I seen him like 1 for 9 the other day to start off the game.
Is not good right now. And then it's like, who do you have faith in right now? As of right now, Desmond Bane just put up, 49 points. I mean, it was
with
on
the little arms, man.
With the little arms, right? But at the same time, yeah, I don't know. But he balling. I think Ja Morant is good enough to
catapult that team over the Warriors.
That team with Desmond Bane more than Curry is good enough to catapult his team with Klay Thompson playing that bad. They need, I saw something Gilbert Arenas said the other day, or earlier today, which is 100%. I don't agree with a lot of stuff Gil say, but
yeah, he'd be having some crazy takes.
That dude be wild, but this dude said Klay Thompson never improved his game.
Yes, he did.
I don't think he improved his game. That dude is still a spot-up shooter.
I get what you're saying. From that aspect, he's never improved.
Still a spot-up shooter. Yeah. You have Klay put the ball on the ground,
and this looks awkward.
And it's terrible.
I love as much as I love Klay, bro, but he just can't dribble out of it. He can't do a crossover. He never
improved his game, and Gil was right. Now that you think,
only thing he gonna do is do simple little dribbles to try to get to that mid range and then pull up. Like if you force him off the 3-point line, then he just turns into one of us.
Yeah, yeah, but I think they make the play-in.
I get what you mean.
I think they make the play-in.
Very quick. So I think the Rockets are going to make the play-in. I think it may be the Pelicans that get moved out of that spot.
Yeah, I don't
because only the Warriors or the Grizzlies can make it. And if it comes down to the two of them, I got Warriors making it.
I don't think.
If they all healthy, I got Draymond and Clay and Curry. I got them over Jaren Jackson Jr.
Defensive player of the year, man.
I'd take Draymond.
Defensive player of the year. What I'm telling you is like, okay, this is what you got. This is what you got to really think about, right?
It might be the Suns that don't make it.
Ja Morant and Stephen Curry. Curry's better there. Klay Thompson, Desmond Bain. Bain is better there. Jaren Jackson Jr. and Draymond Green. I'm going Jaren Jackson Jr.
But you think team-wise, like, all right, their best three, I think Curry, Draymond, Klay, with Steve Kerr as that coach, I think they figured it out faster than Jaren Jackson Jr., Ja Morant, and Desmond Bain. I think they figured out.
Not this year, man.
This year, if it had to come down to the two of them, it's going to be the Warriors.
I think Ja Morant figured out, and he's going to be more fresh. He just got off 25-game suspension, so he's not even. His body is still fresh.
Yeah,
like these dudes have been gone through 25 games already. You know, like, and 25 games don't seem like a lot, but it's a lot on your body, man. That's travel, the whole nine. Ja's gonna be more fresh. I don't know, man. Right. I see that.
We're gonna shake on it right here. Pause. I got Warriors finishing with a better record than the Grizzlies.
That's not fair because they got like.
It's only a 3-game. They're only 3.5 games behind them.
Yeah, but they don't have their best player right.
So you said when he comes back,
they don't have their best player right.
All right, yeah. So when he comes back. Because only one of them can make that last spot.
Let me just ask you this. Would the Grizzlies have a better record than the Warriors right now?
If Ja was playing?
If Ja was playing.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
So what's the question, the original question about making that play-in spot? Can Ja Morant turn it around enough to make the play-in spot?
Yeah, I think he's going to.
I think it's only going to be one team that can make it. Because I think the Pelicans are going to get pushed out of that spot. Yeah. I think the Rockets. I think they're going to stay
from Ja's record to the end of the season.
Can they make the play-in over the Warriors if it's only one spot left?
Oh, yeah. Listen,
I'm going Warriors for that last spot.
Listen, I would take that. If we're starting at 26 games when Ja comes back, barring any injuries, no injuries and anything, from 26 to 82, the Grizzlies will have a better record than the Warriors. Yes or no? You want to bet or no? Right on camp. Okay.
There you go.
Bet.
Right
this
there.
This is the bet right here.
I think the Warriors figure it out, and it's going to come down. Really, it's going to come down to who has the better record.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
and I think
I get it because the 3-game difference because they're 3 games behind them now. But you're saying
to make everything even. So at 26 games, it's 0-0. So going forward from 26 to 82, whoever has the better record wins the thing. You already shook, so you cooked anyway.
The thing that's tough about
you cooked.
The Warriors have a tougher division. That's the only thing because they got to play the Lakers more times, tougher team. They got to play the Suns. That's a pretty tough team. You got KD. Any team KD on is a tough team.
Yeah, that's true.
They got the Kings. They got 2 more times against the Kings. And they got the Clippers. Like, Clippers aren't amazing, but, like, these are all teams that are going to battle.
Yeah.
Who is the Grizzlies conference? They have the Spurs, and they the Spurs haven't won a game in how long, bro? Did they win in November?
Right now, I don't think they won.
They probably didn't even win in November. No, so that's my thing. They might have and they got the Rockets who still haven't proved themselves.
Yeah.
But I feel like that division is a little bit. It's a wee bit easier, but I'm still gonna stand on I'm standing on business. As they say, I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business. You heard it here. The Warriors gonna have a better record. I'm standing on business.
From 26 to 82.
26 to 82.
Put that in there.
26 to 82. I'm gonna be mad if they end up a half a game.
Yeah, that would be crazy. All right, let's switch gears a little bit here. So Giannis, man.
Yeah.
So this dude easily be putting up 30 double-doubles.
Yeah.
I mean, freaking nature. 30, 10, 5 is like his normal.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we normalize his greatness, man? Like, is it just like, another day in the park with him?
And the thing with that, it's just the normalized greatness on players is crazy because you look at it, Jason Tatum won Conference Player of the Month.
Yeah.
Granted, they had a better record than the Bucks, and they beat them.
Yeah.
But they're only when the award came out, they were only a game ahead of the Bucks, right? So it's not like they had a crazy it was such a contrast between them and the Bucks on the records. And then you look at the numbers. I kid you not, bro. Every single number besides free throw percentage and 3-point percentage, Giannis had over him in November.
Yeah.
Besides field goal percentage and 3-point percentage.
Yeah.
And Giannis had more turnovers. He averaged more turnovers, right? Than Jason Tatum. Points, Giannis. He even dropped a 54-point game. They lost. Dame didn't play that night, but he dropped a 54-point. He averaged 33, 34 for the month, which is crazy. I think he averaged 12, 13 rebounds. And for, November, he averaged 6.2 assists or something like that. All on shooting 65% from the field.
Mm-hmm. All in the lane, though, too. He's one of the highest. No, he's averaging 20 points in the lane right now. The thing is with Giannis, you know where he's going, and you still can't stop him.
You can't. It's nothing you can do about it. Side note, he did, Naismith. He did him so dirty because he just kind of faced up, bumped him, and just dunked. And it's I can't do anything about that. Not if I'm in front of him and he just moves me out the way.
You can't do nothing.
There's nothing I can do.
Can't do anything. He did that a few times.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm it's definitely a normalized great kind of thing because you expect that from him every single night to average 30, 10, 5 on 56% plus shooting. The thing is, he's doing it on 60% shooting now.
Yeah.
And his 4 turn, you expect that from him, so you're it's nothing special about it. But that is special.
It is special
because nobody else is doing it.
Yeah,
Nobody else.
I think you've hit that great when your greatness becomes normalized.
Exactly.
It happened to Kobe. It happened to LeBron. Mm-hmm. It happened to Jordan. It just happened to all the greats. I found myself just last year where I was just I'm looking at everybody else score because I know I didn't even look to see what Giannis did because I know what he does. Yeah. And I was just it was one game now. This was last year. It was one game that I was just no, not last year. It was championship season. Season.
2021.
I'm just this dude is really good.
It's amazing.
He doesn't get, I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves.
Because everybody running dunk man.
Consistent, though.
Every day in, day out.
Consistency is key with him.
Yeah.
And, I think everybody normalizes it, man.
Yeah.
You got to think, Jordan, when he was playing, he was just killing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan only had, 5 MVPs? I mean, Jordan played, 10, 11 seasons? There's no way the dude couldn't have more.
Same with Kobe.
Same thing. Brian, 21 seasons?
Yeah, and
he
only
got 4?
Kobe, 20 seasons, only 1?
Come on, man.
1? Kobe?
Again.
Crazy.
You get to this point where you just normalize what greatness is.
Mm-hmm.
It's messed up, but I mean, they kind of set the standard for themselves doing it, which is great. I'm not saying anything is wrong with that. It was great, but everybody normalize it. But ever since I had that thought, I'm man, you got to be grateful. To be honest, man.
Exactly. You look at it. He's doing this, averaging 30 plus a game, 30.5, I think, exactly, on 62% shooting from the field. 62, nobody. Him and Joel Embiid are the only 2 people averaging 30 plus points and 10 plus in any other stat. So the only people averaging 30-point double, averaging.
Yeah.
Him and Joel.
Yeah.
Joel should have even won it. Bro, you see, Joel had a crazy month. I would take both of those guys over Jason Tatum's month. It's no way.
But it's just when you get those weird, regular numbers, which is crazy, but it's regular numbers for him. His okay, everybody's saying Dame Lillard doesn't look like he's in rhythm. Dude's averaging what?
He's still averaging 26 and 7.
26 and 7. What?
It's crazy when you average 26 and 7. People are saying.
I would have went crazy if Drew Holiday was averaging it. But it's
somebody said Dame was washed. I said Wash is averaging 26 and 7. That's Wash,
that's
bro.
Crazy. Drew Holiday, I love Drew. I hate it had to be you, but I would have loved if Drew couldn't have average 26. Come on, man.
Exactly. Like last thing I was saying on the Giannis thing is that like what the normalized grades. People are like so mad that he doesn't shoot and he's running dunk man. Oh, he can do that because he's 7. Why is no one else doing it then? Out of everybody that's played the last 20 seasons, nobody's like Giannis.
Exactly.
Nobody has the finesse and the power.
With the dribble, though.
Like, nobody else like as dominant as Shaq was. Shaq is not bringing the ball up the court, Euroing people. But nobody calls him, oh, Shaq is just dunk man. Like, nobody said that. They were like, oh, his footwork is amazing. He's a big guy.
They say he's dominant.
That was he's dominant. That's his role to sit in the paint.
Yeah.
Giannis around the same height, and he's doing it running down the court, shooting crazy field goal percentages, shooting 60% from the field. Yeah. While being agile, while still dishing out 5 to 6 assists a game. Like, why didn't Shaq get this kind of hate? Oh, he doesn't shoot threes. Why would I make that a big thing? The one knock I will get against Giannis is that I think he needs to have a better, like mid-range game.
Yep.
That would help a lot. But like, nobody was clowning Shaq besides only his free throws. That was the only flaw people had against Shaq. They didn't say anything about his dribbling. They didn't say anything. Like people talking about, Giannis doesn't have a bag. Like. First of all, he actually has a decent bag, but why would I need to when I can just dunk on it? Why cross over when I can Euro?
Why do I need the Kyrie if I could just go get the same bucket? Like,
it does,
I don't
bro.
need
I don't understand it. Like Kobe didn't have Kyrie handle. Like it's crazy.
How do you feel about them comments about from the locker room, Bobby? Now, Bobby Portis is the one that's saying this, challenging everybody in the locker room, the whole 9. How'd you feel about that? I mean, I didn't like that. I actually liked that. Well, I mean, you got to think, how did the story get out, for one?
Yeah.
For two, I don't think Bobby is playing trash. I don't think he's here past the deadline, honestly.
It might be time to move on.
Yeah, it's time to move on from Bobby. But I don't think he's the one that should have said it. I don't think he's the one that should be challenging everybody. But I just wish it needed to be said.
Yeah.
Like it needed to be said, but I don't think he's the one that should have been said. You get Dame,
disagree.
You get Giannis.
No, I get what you're saying. I agree to some degree.
You get Giannis, you get Chris.
Yeah.
One of them dudes not sent. Come on, man.
Yeah,
we know
that's the
Giannis
problem.
is quiet. Hey, he's gonna lead by. Let me go put up 50. Not vocal.
Mm-hmm.
Dame, same thing.
Yeah.
He's gonna he had 24 in that third quarter or something 20 in the third quarter, something crazy. He's gonna lead by example. Chris, the same thing.
Yeah.
Quiet. The Bucks do not have a vocal leader, and I think that is the problem right now. That's one of the biggest problems right now.
So what I'll say is with this, right? All right, so Bobby Portis made that comment. That got out. But did you see what Giannis said in a post-game interview? He called everybody out. So you say, like, he's not a leader? I don't know which came first, like Bobby Portis in a locker room, but Giannis was post-game. So both of them had to be, like, back, bang, bang. But Giannis came out and just called everybody lazy, basically. He said, everybody's lazy, including me.
Yeah.
We need to figure it out. Coach need to coach better. He just basically called everybody out because I think he's tired of this because he understands.
Why do you think that is?
I think he's a coach.
I think the Bobby thing happened, and then he's like, okay, and just emotions spilled over to that post game because in the locker room, that's where they go first. They go back to the locker room first, and then they go to the post game.
True,
but okay,
but Bobby, you got to think Bobby's older than everybody. Besides Brook Lopez, Bobby is older, so I think he's starting to realize, like, even if he's playing like trash,
he's younger than Giannis. Did you know that?
No, he got to be older than that. He got to be like 30.
Look it up.
No way he's older.
Bobby is
he's younger.
He's younger than Giannis. Look it up.
Hey, he played like an old head, though, so I'm going to just give him the old head title. You wear glasses and a headband.
Or he's younger. I guarantee it.
All right, I'm going to have to look this up right now.
Look that up, man. But I think our leaders, I think we need a vocal leader. And Giannis, you come and do it in the post game. Yeah, you're telling the media, but don't tell the media.
I just found out the answer. I don't want to say nothing.
We can't do anything about it. You need to talk to the locker room about that. Like, talk to your locker room people. Don't talk to we want to hear it, but go talk to the people in the locker room that can change it.
I think so. That's a good one. He's by the way, he is 3 months younger than Giannis.
I told you,
3 months
man.
younger. You're right. He just seemed like an old head to me. Like,
he do?
When you wear glasses and a headband, I just get like 1990s vibes from that.
It's time to move on from Giannis, though. I mean, from
and Marjon Beauchamp, man.
Yeah, he's. Yeah. I don't
bro,
know
his yeah. Every time I see him come in a game, I get mad, bro. Every time, I kid you not, I get so mad. It's crazy.
So, who's your 94 feet player of the week or team of the week?
Team of the week.
Team of the week. I mean, it wasn't a lot of games.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot, but I'll give these guys credit. I'll give the Clippers, man. Clippers, my team of the week. They're figuring it out. They're winning games. And they're winning road games, too. Yeah. Like, I think no matter who you play, if you win on the road, I feel like it's just a harder game to play.
Yeah.
And so they're winning road games. Like, I like that they're figuring it out because I'm rooting for that team because, you know, I'm a big PG fan. Yeah. So I'm rooting for them to figure it out, and it's looking like they're in a decent groove. So I'm going team of the week.
Yeah, I had the Clippers as a team of the week, too. But then I'm like, you know what? They should be winning this. They should be doing this.
No offseason. You got to give that to them. Like,
nope,
it's not.
Nope, I don't care. You
got
enough talent to win at least. You got enough talent to not lose in a week.
So you're not going to give it to them because they're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Correct.
But nobody else is even winning games. You look at it like I don't think anybody has like a better win streak. Like nobody has like a 5-game win streak right now. Everybody's playing like trash.
Let me tell you this. The Nets went 3-0 last week. The Bulls. I'm giving it to the Bulls though. I understand
without
their second best player.
I understand that.
Zach LaVine, which he's probably gonna get traded anyway.
Yeah.
But Kobe White been balling. DeMar, I took the under and assist on him one of these days, and he had like 10 assists, and it was at 6. And I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah, DeMar like getting 6, and then boom.
I'm just like, come on, man, whatever. But yeah, I'm giving it to the Bulls, man.
Bulls, that's not a bad pick.
They 3-0 this past week, and they on the 3-game win streak.
Yeah, they beat the Bucks. Was that in that streak, or did they beat them, lost, and then won on the 3?
Maybe. I'm not sure, but
because they haven't played that many games this week.
The Cavs went, they're on the 3-game win streak too, but I mean, they did what they were supposed to.
They played the Pistons, I think, in one of those games. So I'm not going to give it to them.
But the Bulls, man. But I mean, they did play the Heat though too. But but I'm
giving it. You can't go wrong with.
I'm giving it to the Bulls.
I got you on that.
I'm giving it to the Bulls.
Go Bulls on that.
They turned some stuff around.
I give the Bulls.
So
who's
your player of the week? Then?
Player of the week. And
I got Luka, man.
Oh man, triple-double first half. It's insane. Luka, with the headband, little skinny headband too.
That dude is
skinny
wild,
headband,
man.
Luka.
That dude is averaging 36, 10, and 8 last week.
Skinny headband, Luka. That's not it is funny how he was talking crazy to Chris Dunn too. I like Luka. That's a good pick, man. You put a 40-point triple-double, and you balling. Mine's is gonna sound like a really obvious because of what we were just talking about. But I got to go Halliburton.
Oh, okay.
I got to go Halliburton just for the simple fact that he took out the Celtics, took out Giannis.
Yeah.
And so I think he just played really well. I didn't want to make it too difficult this week because there wasn't that many games on to choose. And it was just a clear-cut favorite, man. I like what he's doing with that Pacers team. He's really leading the way at 23 years old.
I'm glad you
really
said
leading
Tyrese.
the boys.
I'm glad you said Tyrese because this is a great transition into our not player of the week.
Okay.
I got Tyrese Halliburton as the not player of the week.
No.
As the not player of the week.
No, how, bro?
Let me tell you why I got him as not player of the week.
That doesn't even make sense.
Let me tell you why. This dude, right, averaging crazy numbers, don't get me wrong. He beat the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
He beat the Bucks. Now, would you say that those two teams are better than the Lakers? Yes or no?
On paper, I think the Bucks are better than the Lakers, but I think we just haven't figured things out enough to be considered better than the Lakers.
Okay, so you're saying the Lakers is better than the Bucks?
In this type of situation, I think they're more organized.
That's cool.
I think they're more organized.
Cool. So Halliburton beat the Celtics. Mm-hmm. He beat the Bucks. Mm-hmm. Are the Celtics and Bucks two top-tier teams?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's two of the favorites to win the MVP, to win the championship. Are the Lakers the favorite to win the championship?
No,
they're not in there. The reason why I'm giving Tyrese Halliburton,
which is insane, no matter what reason you give,
not player of the week. The reason why I'm giving Halliburton not player of the week is because he couldn't finish his food.
Nah, you crazy.
He had a plate full of food. He done took food from the Celtics. He done took food from the Bucks. And then in the biggest game of his career, listen, in the biggest game of his career,
he showed up.
He didn't.
But he was the only one to show up.
You know how Jay-Z said, Strick told him finish his breakfast. Halliburton did not finish his breakfast. You get not player of the week from him.
He finished it. Nobody else helped him, though.
I don't care what you say. You can say that all you want.
The Pacers are not good enough to not have everybody do well.
He put up a triple-double. He put up however much on the Bucks. I think he had, 15, 16 assists on the Bucks. This fool finished with, which ain't bad, 20 and 11.
While shooting 57% from the field.
In the biggest game of your career,
look at this.
You don't finish your food? Nah, man, you don't get no nod. All right,
check this out right here, right? All right, Buddy Hield, 3 for 11.
Doesn't
shot
matter.
27%.
Don't matter.
Miles Turner, his second best option.
We're not talking about him either.
3 for 11.
I know, but we're not talking about him either.
Bruce Brown, 2 for 9.
Yep, but we're not talking about him either.
TJ McConnell, 3 for 11.
Yep, not talking about him either.
Isaiah Jackson, 2 for 6.
Nope, not talking about him either. You want to go?
You got to talk about some of these guys. Obi Toppin, literally everybody here. Nobody shot over 50%. The second best was 45%. Tyrese shot 57. He is a point guard.
They're not talking about these players in the in-season tournament.
What was so different?
This dude was on the market and run crazy. He
did his job.
He was on the interview play. He was getting interviews everywhere. It was this one interview.
He still did his job,
This dude was getting interviewed everywhere. You see his pops up. I love this stuff. This dude is on TNT.
What was he supposed to do?
His pops up there. What do you mean? What was he supposed to do? He's supposed to do exactly what he did to the Celtics.
You know how hard that is when nobody's making shots?
Listen.
You know how hard it is when nobody else is making shots?
So his game is predicated on somebody else making shots?
No. Winning is predicated on other people making shots. He did his job. What is his job to do?
Okay, but listen,
a point guard. What is a point guard's job to do? Make sure everybody else is making shots.
Everybody who didn't shoot well.
But he shot well.
Everybody who didn't shoot well. So his game is predicated on somebody else.
Winning is predicated on other people.
I don't know, man.
Winning, he can't win the game. He can't win the game.
You didn't finish
if your team is not 57%, 11 assists, only 3 turnovers. That's finishing your food, bro.
Nah,
you know who didn't finish their food? Miles Turner. He should have got the not player because he put up 28 and 10 on us or something like that.
Yeah, he put up a big number.
What happened? He should have been on on the list because he didn't because he played well against the Celtics, against the Bucks.
The thing that I'm telling you,
he didn't help his man out.
You're talking about all his supporting cast right now.
We're gonna take this one to Twitter. Take this to Twitter. Take it to IG.
His supporting cast was not in these interviews. His supporting cast was not, pumping his fist doing a Dame time.
He did all he could, bro.
His supporting cast wasn't in the post game or nothing like that. This was on Tyrese Halliburton.
Nah, I can't.
And what you're telling me right now is his success is predicated on somebody else making a bucket.
Yep. It's a team sport, bro.
No, man.
AD had Bron help him. Bron had AD help him.
I get what you're saying.
He had no help. Nobody helped him.
Right.
Mathurin had a decent game, but nobody helped him. He's a point guard.
Halliburton was he's here and didn't finish his
11 assists,
when the lights got bright, he didn't.
Do you know how hard it is to get 11 assists when people are shooting numbers like that? He still got 11 assists with them dudes shooting like that.
Which is fine. I mean, he has the ball.
I got somebody worse.
Here we go. You know who's not the ball 90% of the time. Of course, he's gonna have 11 assists.
You know who's worse?
Who's that?
Nikola the Joker Jokic.
I knew he was going to go.
Nikola Jokic is on the list.
I knew he was going to go there, but the reason why I didn't give him that is because
he took money out your pocket, bro.
Yeah. Listen,
bro, this man had on prospects. He had a 6-man ticket. 5 of them. Covered.
5 of them covered.
5 of them covered. Who didn't cover? Who took food off your family's plate?
Joker, right?
He took the food. The food right off of his plate.
He's bogus. Joker bogus.
He got a family, man. Bro. You came and took the food, man. That was on a Friday night, man.
Joker was bogus for that.
How does he not end up on your list, bro?
But the thing is,
that was personal.
But it was a protected place, so I wasn't really tripping.
It was personal, bro.
But
it wasn't.
Listen to this.
He didn't protect you.
His numbers that game was still 23-16. He shot bad.
They lost. They're on a 3-game losing streak.
He is on a 3-game losing streak, and that's why I got them.
He's losing for them.
That's why I got them as my team.
Same.
Is Denver.
Yeah.
That's why I got
same,
them.
Bro. They looking like the Pistons right now. No, I think the Pistons might be able to catch him. I'm kidding. But Jokic, bro, if you shoot as a center where a majority of your shots are coming from right in the paint, and you are 18 out of your last 58. That means you shot 58 shots and missed 40 of them from under the rim.
Yeah.
You're on the list.
I feel you, bro.
What happened?
Somebody. His numbers are still like, if you didn't watch
forget the numbers. He got high turnovers too.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
He missing and he turning them over,
like
and he's
23
losing.
23-16 is just like
they lost their first home game to the Rockets, bro. By his protege, Alperen Sengun. Sengun said that's his player that he looks up to. And he came in Denver and beat him.
Yeah. And Sengun, I think he put up 17-10
17-10 while shooting like 58% from the field.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, it's Joker, so he gonna have that.
Joker should have said it's Sengun.
You know what I was thinking though is while we was talking about that's the end of it, but this is something different.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think we probably the best basketball playing podcast? Like out of local podcast? I would say so.
Yeah, I think that's
would
easy.
Say so.
Come on.
I just didn't want to write it. I didn't want to write a check for
podcasting and hooping.
So. I think so.
Podcasting and hooping, I think is us around here.
You got to think about like Bucks Film Room, Eurostep Podcast, Locked on Bucks. Well, Locked on Bucks is Camille and Frank Madden or whatever his name.
Yeah, because Camille hoop. I know she played 2K. Did she hoop?
I don't know if she hoop, but
if you hoop, Camille, you watching this, you can get the work. You getting the work too.
But listen, I think we are the best basketball playing podcast locally. We're just gonna say locally in Milwaukee or surrounding areas or whatever. I think so.
Yeah, easily.
And this is with a Bucks Film Room. They always talking about defense. Like I want to see if he really can.
If they really locked in.
If they really can play defense. Eurostep Podcast, Locked on Bucks. And I know my guy Obi. My guy Obi from What the Buck Podcast. But him and G, they can get smoked too, though.
Yeah, everybody.
Him and G can catch smoke.
See us on the court.
Yeah, man. I think we're the best. 1-2 punch, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, that concludes episode 7, and we'll catch you next week.